Graduation brings financial freedom with 42% of Gen Z turning to influencers over traditional I can't even talk this morning, advisors for advice. Excuse me, Rod. I'm sorry. Today I have Rod Griffin, Senior Director of Public Education and Advocacy for Experian. How are you, Rod?
I'm fantastic, doing well. And
So
you're
I'm
stomping
good.
ground just for the record. So
Okay.
high school and junior high, high school in Troy, Missouri. So
Yeah, there we go. Why are so many young adults turning to social media for financial advice? And what are the risks and benefits?
so for young people and a lot of us older people too, social media is one, it's very convenient. It's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So it's there when we want to take in information. For young people, it's also often their peers. Influencers are of the same age group often, and so they relate very closely to the social media presenters and influencers. So it makes it easy for them to trust, easy for them to understand and communicate with. And it's also very bite-sized information in very short bits that's easy to digest. So a lot of reasons to go to social media for information. A lot of it's fantastic information from really qualified people. However, there are those who are trying to be well intended or are well intended and trying to provide information, but don't get it right because they don't have the background. So there's a bit of a risk there. And then there are those who use that popularity use social media to take advantage of people. And so you need to be careful about what information you're receiving and who you're receiving it from. I always tell people if that little voice in your head is saying, hey, there's something not right, you should listen to it because that voice is probably correct. Always pay attention to that little voice in your head.
That gut feeling. You're right.
The gut feeling, whichever one works for you. Yeah.
Yeah. What is the best first step to understanding personal finance and building a strong financial foundation?
So the first step is knowledge, which is social media influencers can help with that. Uh, if you're working on social media or using social media, go to trusted sources and organizations that will have knowledge. So I'm with Experian, so I of course would recommend you visit Experian.com. We have a tremendous amount of financial education resources. We have social media outlets that we are on all the time with information. So know the organization. And with an organization like us, one of the things to know is that we're well established, we're well known, we're very heavily regulated. So we have an obligation to provide accurate information. And we want to help people be more successful overall financially. We like to think of ourselves as trying to be a person's financial BFF. We want to be their big financial friend or the best financial friend over their lifetime. And we're not just a credit reporting company anymore. People often think of us as a credit reporting company or credit scoring company. In fact, that's part of our business, of course, but we also can help people if you're shopping for a used car. We have auto history reports that can help you make sure you're paying the right price and that the car you're looking at is a good one. We have the ability to help you find credit cards that are going to be the right interest rate for you or offer the right kinds of incentives, airline miles, cash back, those sorts of things, and do so without hurting your credit report at all. If you are trying to build your credit, we can help you report things like your cell phone bill, your utility bills, your streaming services to Experian, even your rent to help improve your credit history over time. So we can do a lot of things to help you be more financially healthy and successful, all with one stop.
Rod, what are some overlooked ways to build or boost your credit?
Yeah, I just touched on some of those. So people don't realize that you can have your cell phone payments reported to Experian. You can have your streaming services reported. So if you're watching Netflix or Hulu, for example, who knew that watching movies on date night could also improve your credit scores? You can have those reported to us. Your rent payments could be reported to us. All positive information. The negative information, if you don't pay those things, will get to the credit reporting companies, often in the form of collection accounts. So we want to help you report the positive information and get credit where credit's due. Experian Boost can help you do that. If you go to experian.com/boost, you can learn how to have that information reported. It's free. It's done with your permission, so it's permission based and very simple to do. On average, we see an increase in credit scores of about 13 points when you enroll in Boost for people just starting out. So for young people just graduated from college, going into the workforce, we see on average something closer to 19 points when they're just starting their credit history.
That sounds great. One more time, Rod, where can we go to learn more?
Visit www.experian.com. Very simple.
Very simple. Rod Griffin is Senior Director of Consumer Education and Advocacy for Experian. He's helped me out because I'm thinking about getting a new car. So, Rod, thank you again for joining us on Morning Blend.
Thank you so much.